Good morning and welcome to game number 2 between Duskbin and Natural 9. And I say game number 2 because, well, Beyond the Summit wasn't able to cast game number 2 after not even making it through game number 1, which will mean that you might not even know the results of game number 1. But I will be able to tell you that it was Natural 9 that was victorious over Duskbin, which means that if Natural 9 wins this match, they will be continuing on to the semi-finals for the Gigabyte Esports tournament. And semi-finals is because it's 8 teams competing in a single elimination bracket, all best out of 3 matches. This is the first one to happen. The rest of the quarterfinals will be happening tomorrow, starting at 11, also on Beyond the Summit stream. So you should check that out. But yeah, it's all best out of 3, which means if Natural 9 wins this, they will continue on. However, Duskbin can still force out a game number 3 if they can win this match, which is of course all up to the draft, because that's a big part of deciding who might be able to win. Which strategy are you going to go for? Which strategy is your opponent going to go for? And how can you disrupt your opponent's strategy to the fullest? As we see some bans already coming out, we have got the Darkseer ban out, as well as the Batrider now also from Natural 9, with the Tinker and the Invoker banned out by Duskbin on the Radiant side for this game. And let's see which hero they're gonna pick up first. And Nature's Prophet is gonna be the hero. That is quite unusual for me to see as a first pick. As well, for example, Rubik is still on the pool, Templar Assassin is still on the pool. All heroes that you normally see as a first pickup, or could see as a first pickup, or maybe ban. Same with lately with Wisp and the Spen and Undying and Jakiro. All heroes that we see picked up very early on. But the Nature's Prophet, for me, is not in that list. So we might already have revealed a bit from what the strategy for Duskbin is gonna be. Is it gonna be full on push? Could be. Rubik is gonna be a pickup here for Natural 9. That is no real surprise. As I just said, he is one of those heroes that you pick up first if you have the chance. And Queen of Pain accompanied by with the Rubik. That means a bit mid-game strategy for them. Queen of Pain probably in the mid lane. Rubik gonna be played as a support. I'm expecting him to be played as a support. I mean, in theory, Queen of Pain could also go on a solo long lane and leaving Rubik to go in the middle. And they could even swap around, because we have seen Rubik in well, we have seen Rubik. Oh, hey, I know what I have to do. I have to turn on my in-game microphone. Wait a second. We have seen Rubik on a solo hard lane, and I didn't really do that because, well, as you might know, I don't really often cast matches that are actually audioable in-game, so I just forget that kind of stuff. Which also means that I forgot to change the camera speed, but I will do that in a moment. Dazzle and Undying. Okay, so I said Undying, a very strong hero lately, and Dazzle, the reason that Dazzle Undying is a very strong combination is that because of the Tombstone, you will always have your fullest amount of heals. Like your heal, of course, is influenced by the amount of creeps that are around. With the zombies there's no chance that your heal is not gonna hit max heal. Keeper of Light picked up by Natural 9. This is a pure necessity. They now realize what Duskbin wants to do. They need counter push, and Keeper of the Light is here to do that. Of course, Queen of Pain and Rubik not totally helpless there themselves with the Fade Bolt, with the Scream, even a Sonic Wave should it be needed. But they now realize what Duskbin wants to do, and they are acting on it. Let's see what the bans are going to be. If Natural 9 is going to be banning out those heroes that are also push heavy, just because they don't want to face that, or maybe, well, maybe something else entirely. We have a Chaos Knight being banned out by Duskbin, a hero that they don't want to face with the 4-second stuns that can come out of that one. I don't really blame them. And of course, the hero that is very annoying if you're playing the Nature's Prophet. You want to be able to TP away. You don't want to be getting interrupted. Lone Druid, another pushing hero indeed, getting banned out by Natural 9. And let's see, if we look at Natural 9, we already have, I mean, in theory, all 3 heroes, we have seen them all on solo lanes before, so this could actually be, like, it could actually be it with the last 2 pickups. Just anything they really want to do to pick to complete their lineup, not really worrying all too much about their lanes. Unless they, of course, want to go for some very strong dual lanes, strong tri-lanes maybe even. with Keeper of Light being used as a support more than a solo lone lane, obviously. We're gonna have a Venomancer being banned out, turtle hero at his finest. What else can I say? If you're gonna be pushing, you do not want to face a Venomancer, nor do you want to face an Invoker, also a good turtle hero there. We have a Naga Siren being banned out from Natural 9, another hero that is very strong at pushing with, well, I guess not really a turtle hero, but still an annoying hero to face. It is the Necrolite, and we will not see him in this game. And oh, there we go. Let's see what. Oh, you were complete. Oh, you were asking for the in-game voice. Sorry, I changed it. I changed it. Hello, people that are listening in game. Kudos to you for picking up the ticket, because that is of course always good. Support those tournaments. Buy all the tickets. Well, maybe not all, because some are actually quite expensive, but just the ones that you want to watch. It's never a bad thing. And I love the fact that you can have all replays and just check out which hero you want to learn more about, and then just find a game where a competitive player is playing that hero, and you learn all about it, how to play him properly, if of course he is playing it properly that game, which is of course something that remains to be seen. But yeah, last ban for Natural 9 incoming. They are ticking into their bonus time. They are the only team so far to have used their bonus time. And, well, making good use of it at that. What do they want to ban? Do they want to ban more pushing power? Maybe something like a... Well, I was gonna say Shadow Shaman, for example, but they ban out the Brewmaster, a hero that at level 6 has, of course, a big dominance over the game, but at the same time, Night Stalker is the same type of hero. He also, I say around level 6, but for Night Stalker is more about minute 6, which normally equals about level 6, where it's first nighttime. 10 seconds before it's 6 minutes in the game, it will turn nighttime. And we will see Night Stalker trying to get those skills. They need to get those skills on that Night Stalker. At the same time, if you have a Queen of Pain, well, actually, Night Stalker is a pretty decent hero against Queen of Pain. If you pick up that level 1 of Silence, Queen of Pain will not be able to blink away. And if you are laning against the Queen of Pain, which means that you are at the same level, means she is not out-leveling you when she is at the mid lane, then you definitely have a good chance there as a Night Stalker to shut that Queen of Pain down. Bounty Hunter will be picked up by Natural 9. I'm not sure if it's more of a denial towards Duskbin, because of course we've seen we've seen Bounty Hunters and Night Stalkers together with incredible speed. Like if you have nighttime and track movement speed, there's really, you can chase anything that you really want to. And Natural 9 doesn't want to face it. I really don't blame them, because it's a winning combination. And Bounty Hunter on itself also fits in well with the Queen of Pain, so it does still fit into their lineup. Queen of Pain, mid-game hero. You want to get those skills. Make it a track kill if you had a Bounty Hunter. Some good options right there. With, well, I said it before, I will say it again. All 4 heroes now are able to go on a solo lane. So let's see, oh, the first game was won by Natural 9, I will say it again. First game was won by Natural 9, so they only need one more game to come out victorious of this best out of 3, while Duskbin, of course, needs to win at least 1 and then force out a game number 3. To be able to still go on to the semi-finals, as this is the quarterfinals of the Gigabyte Esports tournament. Last pick incoming for Duskbin right now. What are they gonna go for? They are using their bonus time. I believe it's the first time they do, and they are using every single second of it, or at least for now. Not anymore, I guess. A Sand King will be picked up here by Duskbin. Let's see how they're gonna be doing their lanes. Will it be a Sand King solo? Will it be a Night Stalker solo mid, and then a Sand King on a trail lane with a Dazzle and an Undying? Or will Dazzle and Undying be on a dual lane, Night Stalker mid, Sand King solo, Nature's Prophet jungle? There are so many options for Duskbin right now, which will mean that maybe Natural 9 also is not really knowing what Duskbin want to do with their lanes, meaning that they can't really anticipate on how they are gonna run their lanes. But we'll find out. They still have 44 seconds into their bonus time. They have the last pick coming up. We have on neither side a real hard carry. Though of course Night Stalker and Nature's Prophet can oh wow. can turn into that to that hard carry. And you know, the moment I said about hard carry, Alchemist is kind of a hard carry. If Rubik, Queen of Pain, Keeper of Light and Bounty Hunter can keep Duskbin occupied, Alchemist will be able to farm a ton and will be able to out carry everybody of Duskbin. So I'm really interested to see how this is going to go. It's going to be Shatan on the Alchemist. Will be interesting to see indeed. And oh, come on, let's just jump ourselves into the game, waiting for the last one to be picking up that Bounty Hunter, and then we can go. And I will also, like I said, I still have to change my camera speed because I was not really expecting to be casting this. As you probably have seen game number 1, or at least the start of it, at Beyond the Summit they were not able to cast game number 2, so I jumped in there to be able to still have coverage for this. So welcome, in case you only jump in after the draft, which I know a lot of people for VODs do that. So welcome to Natural 9 versus Duskbin, and let's see who's gonna be playing what. We're gonna see Shatan playing the Alchemist, Godot on the Keeper of the Light. We have Risk on the Bounty Hunter. Dragon Warrior is actually Winter, if I am correct. We'll be playing the Rubik, and we see Queen of Pain played by FZ, and that means that's the entire lineup for Natural 9 for this match in the game number 2 of Natural 9 versus Duskbin. Jump ourselves over to Duskbin on the Radiant side. We have Hysteria playing the Nature's Prophet, Jan will be playing the Undying, Ninja Bookie on the Night Stalker, Trench Digger will be playing the Dazzle, and I'm sorry I cannot pronounce the name of the Sand King, but he is gonna be playing the Sand King, and I am really curious to see how they are gonna be laning this, because there are so many options for them right now. Let's see if you can already find out what Nature's Prophet is gonna go for. No, he did not buy anything yet. That is not really handy. It will at least be Undying with his shield already, so going on the long lane, probably accompanied by Dazzle, who's still gonna ward, means the Night Stalker is gonna be soloing the mid lane. Sand King, will he be soloing bottom, or will he be no, he will be soloing bottom indeed, with Nature's Prophet going into that jungle. So easy lane Sand King will be able to get those levels up fast, might not be getting that much farm, however, if he's up against that Bounty Hunter, that would be just fine. But Sand King easy lane will mean he gets his level up fast, and I like that. I like those kind of heroes. The same thing, I always say the same thing with the Tide Hunter. If he is on a solo lane where he's actually getting experience, that means that he will be getting that level 6 fast, which means, well, we will see an aggressive Sand King. Epicenters, Blink Daggers, Blink Burrow Epicenters. I like to see those heroes, those types of heroes being aggressive. And on a long lane, on an easy lane, solo, he can definitely get his momentum going there. Of course, he won't be able to stop the Bounty Hunter from farming all that much if he is indeed going to be on the bottom lane. I mean, Bounty Hunter will still get experience, so the same thing goes for him. If he gets his experience up fast and he gets his level 6, we will see track kills happening very soon on the map. And of course, it will all depend on this guy. It will all depend on the Night Stalker. Do we have the same person disconnecting? I think we do. No, that's a different guy. Sorry. It will depend on the Night Stalker, because it is his job to dominate mid-game. And it looks like we might have a remake. Yes, we have. Remake gonna happen. So stay tuned. We'll continue shortly. I hope that I don't have to redo the VOD and stuff, because it's gonna be all too... well, anyway. Let's just see how long it takes. Be right back. Welcome back. I figured I'd switch to this overlay just to see if I can indeed leave this on the VOD, if this happens fast enough. Of course, we've had some issues with disconnects before. Let's hope that this game, that's not gonna happen. Should not happen. Longest best out of 3 ever, Ninja Boogie says. And well, if you realize that the first game started at 10, or was supposed to be starting at 10, and I do believe the game started slightly after 10, but not that much, like maybe 5 or 10 minutes or so, then yeah, it's almost 12, so this is already almost 2 hours after game number 1 started, and we haven't even, well, we have finished game number 1, but we haven't even really started game number 2, at least not apart from the drafting phase. So yeah, it is a very long best out of 3. Waiting for the last one to join from Duskbin, and then we can continue going as we're waiting for, like I said, the last one for Duskbin. But it should be there soon. And well, it looks like it might be taking a bit too long. Oh no, there we go. There we go. There we go again. So we're just gonna leave this in the VOD. Hello people that are watching the VOD. Thank you for watching this part of the VOD, because it's not really official part. But we'll be jumping into an all pick phase, of course, for this game, to just let everybody pick up their heroes, and then we are gonna see what they're gonna do. Well, of course, we already know where the heroes are now gonna be for Duskbin, because they already were kind enough to show it to us. And well, for Natural 9, we haven't really seen who is going where. It's probably going to be a trialing with a Rubik and a Keeper of Light accompanying the Alchemist, the farm. Queen of Pain mid, Bounty Hunter long lane solo. That's how I am expecting it. Wow, English, I know it's hard. But if it's going to be that case, we'll find out shortly. And if it is going to be indeed the case, like I said, that Sand King versus Bounty Hunter will be working out really well for both of them. And which one is going to be more successful, I am not sure. If they can trade kills in the mid game, that will always go in favor of Natural 9, because they have the Bounty Hunter. Trading kills works in their favor because they get the track gold, while Duskbin does not. And if of course that Sand King is going to be big enough, fast enough, and then we might see a different thing going on. It will depend on it, and of course it will also depend on that Bounty Hunter. Can he dominate that mid game in the first night time? It's not really mid game in the first night time, I guess. I guess can he dominate early game in the first night time? Or I can just say, can he dominate the first night time? That probably works out best, right? Anyway, welcome back, and we will see what. Actually, there's a frog falling out of the sky. We already saw who's playing what, so I'm not going to introduce that to you again. Like I said, we already saw how the Radiant team is going to be laning: dual lane, solo lane, jungle, which will mean that there will be a jungle hero up on Duskbin with no jungle hero up on Natural 9, and that means that Natural 9 is missing out on on some experience and gold that this is missing out on some experience and gold that Duskbin is getting in the jungle, but Natural 9 is not getting in the jungle. Wow, I'm losing my train of thought because all those chats going on. Apparently there's one that has a problem with not being able to move the screen around. And that's a doorbell, but I am not able to answer. And I always think that when my doorbell rings, you know, if it's people that I know, they'd call. Why not? Why come around unannounced? And probably for my housemate anyway. Oh well. And apparently it's fixed. Well, what is it? Go setting edge pan on. Okay, I never had that problem before, but this time, when I have that problem, I will be able to do it. What is this outfit? I like the blades. Look at those blades. They're cool. Okay, I think I need to have this blade because it's called a man catcher. How Imma is that name? A rare man catcher. That's nice. Okay, Bounty Hunter is gonna find the Undying. Oh, decay on all of them, but he has to walk away. Decay on 3. Bounty Hunter actually chasing him out. Let's see who's gonna get that first rune. Still ticking down in time. Undying, of course, not the hero that you really want to be trying to get as first blood, because he might just turn around and kill you instead. Let's see, and oh, It's a regen rune. Well, lucky Jan, you don't really need that, but look, nah, he's gonna be just going towards the top. So you do have indeed a trial lane with Shaitan on the Alchemist, and indeed with the Rubik and a Keeper of the Light. Here, Queen of Pain indeed in the mid lane, and it will be Bounty Hunter on the bottom lane versus that Sand King. So very nice to see, and we already see Undying being very aggressive here, exchanging a blow with the Alchemist. But Telekinesis here. There's gonna be a stun there as well. Will be able to get away. Still level 1, of course, cannot heal himself just yet. There's a stun, there's the right clicks. Dazzle trying to do what he can. Has the heal, of course. Gonna turn around. Decay upon Rubik. Rubik in a lot of trouble and will go down. Dazzle to pick up the first blood, and now Godot in a lot of trouble. Will there be another decay? 1 second left. There it comes. More attacks needed, and they are not gonna get it. Self gets popped, and Godot will be backing out of there. Decay again in 3 seconds, but he will not be able to get anything anymore, and will just go towards his lane to get the farm there. And that is what I said. You don't want to try to go and get the Undying as a first blood, because he just might turn around against you and just kill you off instead, and he did. He did. It was the Rubik that initiated with the telekinesis, and he paid for that with his life. And of course this lane is not easy to begin with for the dire side. There is 2 heroes here that have healing abilities, and extra to that there is a shallow grave, or will be a shallow grave at some point, making it even harder for them to try and kill someone off. Curious to see how it's going to be continuing on, or if they're going to try to just leave him alone, or at least just make Alchemist get the farm and not try to get any kills. But it will depend. It will depend. We'll find out. We'll keep a track on the last hits. At least first blood's already done. Let's see how this mid lane is doing so far. With the Night Stalker already getting some harassment. Already has his bottle. 5 last hits for him so far. Queen of Pain on 8 for 2. And it doesn't have her bottle yet. Almost, though. Has it almost. Will be soon, as we have Nature's Prophet threatening to TP. Well, that looked awkward. But threatening to TP. And we have the Night Stalker activating an invisibility rune. I don't think he can do something with it. I don't think he's intending to do something with it either. He just wants to get the full bottle charges again. And still level 3, cannot do anything against this Queen of Pain, who's already level 4 right now. And Sand King so far, level 4 also. So like I said, these two are going to have a good time on this bottom lane. 10 for 4 on the Sand King, with the Bounty Hunter 6 for 2. Fairly even, but like I said, like on the hard lane solo, you normally have a hero that is okay with, you know, being slow to level, but this Bounty Hunter is leveling really fast, getting last hits as well. And the Sand King, of course, also a hero that needs those levels and is getting them fairly fast right now, even about the same speed as the solo mids. And it will have a big impact on the game, as also on the pace of the game, I want to say, because we might see some more action than normal going on there. As we have Night Stalker making sure that the courier could not get harassed there. We saw him hiding it behind the trees. Of course, something that Queen of Pain is known for. Can just blink to the courier and try to kill it off, but no can do, at least not for this one so far. Alchemist in the meantime, 14 for 3, so definitely getting last hits here, and Undying not as lucky, 6 for 1 even. And Dazzle, of course, he has got clarities. He's waiting for maybe an initiation again to go off from Natural 9. And then to maybe try to get a kill out of that, but I think they learned from giving that first blood away to the Dazzle. They learned, and they made sure that they're not going to have that happen again. Alchemist, though, getting a lot of harassment here. There will be a decay again soon as well. They might even put up a Tombstone if they want to, because the creep wave is far back. There it is. Tombstone is there. Do they want to continue going? Looks like they do. Or don't they? No, they cannot. They cannot. And Tombstone will already get killed off by the tower. Another decay on Shaitan, however. Dazzle way too far behind to do anything with that. Dazzle himself might be getting harassed here. Here's the telekinesis, there's a stun. Illuminate going through as well. Dazzle healing himself, trying to get away from this one as decays try to help him out. Undying, getting stunned up. Godot still wants to kill off this Dazzle. One more last hit will do the job, and Keeper of Light picks up the kill, and now Godot on the run. Another decay there, and Jan just backs off because he knows he cannot do anything. 3-on-1, not really what you want to have happen, and that is Dazzle being a bit behind in the levels. Level 2 for him. That is, of course, a downside if you have got your well, if you're farming against a tri lane. Well, wait a second. Night Stalker picking up the Queen of Pain in the mid lane, as it is still daytime, but he is level 6. He picked up his boots. He will be going back to base, of course. He does need to, because he is fairly low. They exchanged some big blows there. Is this one level 6 then as well? No, just still level 5. Almost, though, almost. But what I want to say is, Alchemist, he is on a try lane, of course, but his experience on the lane is all his. Because both Rubik and Keeper of Light are not messing with that, are not gonna come in close, are just making sure that Shaitan gets soul experience for the lane. At the same time, the same cannot be said for the Dazzle and the Undying. They are both sharing it slightly, though Dazzle have been trying to stay back, but that's also, you know, a result, or that kind of resulted in that kill, because he only had level 1 heal, could not heal himself, had no Shallow Grave. So could not do anything against that, and that is level 6 up on the Sand King, and that is the epicenter being used to get the kill up on the Bounty Hunter. An expected kill, to be fair, even though I did miss it, but it's as soon as he gets level 6, he even got level 7 with that kill. He will be trying to use it, and he got it as well. And he even had dust in the inventory, just in case. Didn't even need it though. Able to do the job just with that. And Queen of Pain gonna try to see if there's a bottom rune at 6-minute rune. No, not there. Maybe just trying to rotate bottom. Then she does have a lot of mana. Might be trying to kill off the Sand King, which would be the first track kill. And I think she got no, it's nighttime. She did not get spotted. There are no wards on the map now, by the way. Well, actually now there are some again, with this one new and this one also a new ward. And just making sure that there's not gonna be any pools anymore on this top lane. But yeah, on the bottom lane all wards have vanished, and it will be actually Nature's Prophet TPing in here. Will Rubik be in a lot of trouble? Yes, he will. There's a Sprout to gather in. Void going there as well, and that is gonna be a kill. Nature's Prophet picking it up. Clean kill for that, and yeah, just making sure that that one is secured. Queen of Pain not able to help out. Keeper of Light not able to help out. Keeper of Light actually fairly low. Has got a smoke in his inventory. Might be seeing that shortly. In the meantime, TP incoming here again from the Rubik to help out in this top lane. I'm actually expecting a kill again soon, because Natural 9, they kind of need to get kills in this stage of the game with that track on. But so far, not really making any attempts to really roam around to do that. Maybe Queen of Pain will do it now after she get her mana and HP back up. And that will be a good one, as Nightstalker has decided to roam top. Still nighttime, of course, making the best of it. Gonna try to go for Rubik again. Telekinesis there, Nature's Prophet TPing in. There will be another Sprout if needed. I don't think it's needed though. There's the Void. There is the more right clicks and the Treants and the kill. Nature's Prophet again picking it up, and TP incoming. No, getting cancelled. There's 4 versus 2 on this top lane. The 2 being Shaitan and FC. And the only one not here is the Sand King. Queen of Pain actually might think about backing off here. She is already low on mana again. And Alchemist will be able to stay alive with his Chemical Rage anyway. Should something happen, he can just pop that and run away, or at least that's the theory. Bounty Hunter picking up a double damage, but there's nobody in the mid lane to aggress on. And we do have, again, Nightstalker finding the Queen of Pain. There's a Silence, there's a Void. Riot clicks, is there gonna be more? And yes, hello Nature's Prophet. That is 3 for 0 for him. He has picked up all the kills that the Nightstalker wanted to get there. Well, most of them anyway, 3 so far. And Nightstalker's Nature's Prophet ultimate, of course, there doing the job. More wards being placed by the Dire as well, as a Sentry Ward even. And we do have Bounty Hunter roaming top. They want to get this kill. Who are they going to go for? Undying or Dazzle? Which is it going to be? TP incoming from the Sand King will be here shortly. There's a track. There's a Tombstone. Nature's Prophet TPing in as well. Burrow Strike up on the Rubik. Telekinesis there. Rubik will still drop to the Nature's Prophet again though. And now it will be Natural 9 that will be backing off here. Queen of Pain doing what she can. Sonic Wave misses. Hits nothing. Illuminate going through. Shallow Grave is on there, but it doesn't help. Oh, that's actually helping out. Nice one. Dazzle heal again, and now Queen of Pain will drop. It will be Dazzle that drops as well, though, on the side of the Bounty Hunter. Bounty Hunter also picking up the Sand King. Wants to go for more. Gets silenced up and will go down to the Nightstalker. Buyback from the Sand King. He cannot TP middle, but he will run middle. He cannot TP top. Nightstalker getting stunned up here, might still go down, trying to run away. Is of course still nighttime, might have the chance, hanging around in the acid spray for a while. But now backing up, and actually no, he wants to go for that, and that is the Keeper of Light still going down. Is he gonna get this Rubik as well? Will there be a Fabled? No, there's a Silence, the right clicks. Ninja Boogie does it and gets the kill on the Rubik, and now Shaitan on the run. Will he be able to get out? I think he should be. He is around the tower. He has his Chemical Rage pop. But Nature's Prophet TP's in as well. There is another TP. Bounty Hunter joining the mix again. Dazzle being tracked up there. Shuriken toss, no! There is a shallow grave again. Queen of Pain coming back in the fight as well. And now Undying will take a fall. Alchemist picking it up, and Dazzle is not going to be able to get away from this one either. Bounty Hunter picking up the track kill, and that is, well, slightly overextension for Duskbin here in this fight. And what a long fight it was. It is now 11-6. I'm actually going to put up net worth because it just says so much more right now with all these kills happening than anything else. And of course a couple of those kills were track kills. So an Alchemist, that's the main thing. Okay, a lot of people died on both sides, but Alchemist has been here the entire time. He's been part of 5 kills out of the 6 that they have now, and he's not died. He is highest up on net worth, and that is a danger for Duskbin by Rubik. Sand King picking up the kill, Haste Rune being put to good use. And of course Nightstalker helping out there. Nightstalker of course didn't die either. Of course he was very ballsy though, like he almost died. But he has been part of 8 out of the 12 kills. He's got 3 kills for himself, and will be able to put some pressure on this tower as well, as we have TPs incoming towards the top lane to defend the tower. Track going off on the Sand King. Tier 1 tower here already down. And Nature's Prophet just decided to TP out to get the Tier 1 tower in the mid lane as well. Fortification is on, but I don't think they're going to be in time to defend this anymore. Or will they be? I don't think so. No, definitely not. And that's going to be the Nightstalker picking up the tower kill. Nightstalker, who picked up a vitality boost, is probably going to go for a Vanguard. And we will have the Nature's Prophet. His Hand of Midas is done, so more experience and gold for him. And we take a quick look at the gold graph. It is of course in favor of Duskbin. We have, well, I mean, that comes as no real surprise. Wait a second, top lane, a chase going on. Are they going to continue chasing? No, they are not. Courier coming in here. Here comes the Void. Nightstalker coming in from the side. TP in from the Nature's Prophet as well. Sprouts in the Keeper of the Light, who is charging an Illuminate. There is a Tombstone as well. It will be the first time that the Alchemist goes down to the Nightstalker. Dust being popped, doesn't do anything anymore. Nature's Prophet is just going to TP out with the Shallow Grave on there. And that was 2 kills for the price of 0, and they will be able to get the tower in return for this as well. As Bounty Hunter was still hanging around there, the dust was already popped, and I really didn't think that Bounty Hunter was still there, actually. Shame on me. But he gets picked off, and that's 3 for 0, and 3 in a tower to boot, so the cherry on the cake. 15-6, Duskbin looking strong to force out a game number 3 in this game number 2 of the Gigabyte Esports tournament here in the quarterfinals. Single elimination, best out of 3, so they only have 1 chance to. Well, actually, yeah, they have 2. They have 3, as in 3 games, but they only have 1 best out of 3 to force out them being in the semifinals for this competition. Invisibility rune. Let's see who's gonna pick that up. Is it gonna be the Sand King, who's got himself a blink dagger, by the way? So that's what I said. That's what I meant about Sand King solo, short lane, easy lane. Will be able to get his farm up fast, will be able to be so aggressive as a Sand King, and that is what we love to see. And he's gonna find a Keeper of Light. Here comes the Nature's Prophet as well. Right clicks, burst strike, Godot cannot go anywhere. Nature's Prophet picking up the kill. Nature's Prophet, who's been part of 10 out of the 16 kills, has got 5 kills for himself. And is doing just overall very well. Of course, Natural 9 still not out of this yet. I mean, they have got the Alchemist, who is still pretty farmed despite dying now once. He's got a Vanguard, he's got 2k gold, and he is an Alchemist. He can turn things around. I'm secretly hoping that he's gonna go for Maelstrom, as I do like to see that on Alchemist, but we'll just have to find out and see what he really likes to go on it. Will it still be a Radiance, which is of course an item that normally is the first pickup for an Alchemist, but we'll find out shortly, hopefully. Queen of Pain, who has of course not been having that great of a time. She has died 3 times and has got 4 assists out of the 6 kills that have been done. But and some kills of those were track kills, so at least not doing that bad. But if you look at the net worth, you see the state of the game. That's of course something to take note of, is that there's 3 towers down on the side of Natural 9, meaning that everybody of Duskbin will be getting more gold. And as soon as Natural 9 starts taking down towers, and they will, if they win a fight, they will take a tower. They have to win a fight first though, because they don't have that solid pushing lineup that well, that Duskbin definitely does have. But once they start taking towers, they will get back on track on that gold. Until that though, till then, Queen of Pain will not have that many items up on herself. just yet. It's curious to see what she's still wanting to go for. Does she want to go for an Aghanim Scepter to just make sure she can spam out the Sonic Wave and just, well, at least stop the pushings that will come through from Duskbin as they try to chase down a Rubik. Void is on their silence as well. Kill goes to the Night Stalker. Nature's Prophet not even needed there, and they will probably get this tier 2 tower as well. We have 2 people around here, standing around here from Duskbin, with Godot as well as Risk, but they cannot go on this. There's just no chance. No chance at all. So they will just leave it go. Maybe an Illuminator still goes through, and now Keeper of Light, you better run, because there's a haste rune of Night Stalker. Haste rune runs out, and he is gonna be out. Picked up a Gem of Truth set, of course, for that Bounty Hunter, and he's not dying anyway, so why not? His Vanguard also complete. Let's jump ourselves over some more of the items, because we haven't had that much time to check that out just yet. Hand of Might is still up on the Nature's Prophet, but now with 3,800 gold, Rubik again going down there. Or is he not? He is not! Rubik staying alive! That is quite surprising indeed. Burrow Strike, Blink, Epicenter, Queen of Pain goes down to that one. And we do have the Nature's Prophet going down to the Keeper of the Light on the backside. Tombstone being put up. Shuriken Toss hit, Mana Leak as well, but Undying will just stand still. Here comes Shatan though. Is he going to be able to do something? Might be just trying to get this Tombstone there. Sonic Wave will clear out the Undying. Natural 9 is fighting back, and they want to get more. They want to get Dazzle. He still has a Shallow Grave. Burrow Strike comes in, hits on 3 targets. And will hold still. Now we'll have to Central Ward being placed just to make sure he can't hide himself, and that is going to be Keeper of Light picking off the Sandkin. Of course, Queen of Pain still picked up the Dazzle, being able to blink after him, and that is, or that might be the start of things turning around here for Natural 9. Of course, the thing is, if you have a strong pushing lineup and you want to go this aggressive, yes, you can pick off all the towers on the map. They still have 2 tier 2 towers to go, but the hardest part comes when you want to push into the tier 3s. And, oh, wait a second, track going off there. We have Ninja Boogie, a lot of trouble there. Bounty Hunter wants to chase him down. Telekinesis up on the Undying. They're still too scared to chase, though. More TPs are going to come in, of course. Nature's Prophet threatening to TP to the mid lane. He's got himself a Necronomicon level 3, some more pushing power. They need that if they want to continue doing this. Courier, getting sniped. And that is pretty painful, actually. For the dire side, for sure. But yeah, if you wanna push and you get all the tier 2 towers, etc. Also, going to those tier 3 towers is usually the thing where things can go badly for any pushing lineup. If they bang their heads against the wall and the wall won't budge, then they will let Natural 9 get ahead. And like I said during the draft, Alchemist is the better late game hero, is the better late game carry. And he did pick up the relic, so is gonna go for the Radiance. Maybe he will see a Maelstrom soon, but you know, that's just personal preference, I guess. We do have a tier 2 tower, of course, getting aggressed here. No real defense coming off from Natural 9 just yet. We have got some tracks going up. The fake Bounty Hunter will just slow down the creeps. We have got a fortification being used as well, as they are defending their tier 1 bottom with Nature's Prophet helping out there, or at least Nature's Prophet versus Alchemist, level 13 versus level 11. Alchemist actually doing really good in the farm. He is on par with the Night Stalker though, like farm wise, as you can see in net worth, and actually now dropping slightly below because of those towers going down. But imagine towers going down for Natural 9. That will mean that this guy will just be spiking up, and of course Alchemist is one of those heroes that when he gets free farm, he gets extra free farm from that Grievel's Greed. I thought it was Goblin's Greed. Awkward. Oh well. And TP out from Nature's Prophet, whose Necronomicon is now at level 3, so having that complete might be ready to continue on pushing, but they need to win a fight before they do that. We have got some TPs incoming as well, some heroes coming in from the Founder. There's a Darkness. Is there going to be more Nature's Prophet sprouting in the Alchemist? There's going to be a Void too. There's going to be a Silence first. Right clicks to go. No more mana upon Shatan. Dazzle hopping out. Minus armor for Shatan. Right clicks. Is it going to be enough? It is not going to be enough. Not yet anyway. Rubik will pay for that though, and there's still the dead. This courier looks awkward when he's dead. But yeah, that's Rubik still going down. TP's out of there from the Queen of Pain, as we still have the Bounty Hunter trying to get away. Gets sprouted in though, and there's the Night Stalker's Void to finish that up. And there's of course a Gem of Truth set, making sure he wasn't able to get away. We do have the Yeah, the ward being killed off there. There we go. And they will go for the last tier 2 tower standing on the map, on the side of Natural 9. And Rubik, how often did Rubik die? He died 8 times. Like, it's not even going that bad for Natural 9. I mean, if you think about it, there's 10 kills difference. And 8 kills on the Rubik. Which means that, even though, you know, it looks heavily in favor of Duskbin for the kills, it's actually only Rubik that's making that inflation go the wrong way. Of course, it gives a lot of gold to the Radiant side, but it will also mean that the rest of the heroes of Natural 9 is not being shut down that much. Not as much as, or at least the same amount as Duskbin. As we look at the gold graph, still 12k in favor, of course, for Duskbin. It's of course also the tower, 6 towers difference now in favor of Duskbin. And the normal thing that you do if you are in favor of towers and you still want to take down stuff and want that gold advantage, it is the Roshan that is the logical target there. And they will pick their Aegis up. Will be Sand King that has it. And it will give me the time to check out some more items. We have a Mechanism up on the Undying, also a Vanguard up on him. They're super tanky right now with Nature's Prophet. Picked up the Medallion of Courage, of course, to kill off the Roshan. Let's see what Natural 9 is building so far. Rubik, of course, I mean, he's died 8 times. He's got boots, he's got a magic wand, and he should be really happy with that because, well, he's just been not that happy of a camper this game so far. Radiance, of course, complete on the Alchemist. We saw that earlier already. He's got 1100 gold already. And is just waiting and seeing what he is going to be picking up next. We have Keeper of the Light being a ward person, and he is of course got Tranquil Boots, which we already saw, as well as the Magic Wand. He at least hasn't died 8 times. He's died 3 times, got 3 kills, has been in 7 out of the 10 kills so far. We have got the Bounty Hunter Face Boots on him complete. We're looking to see him going for a, or we see him looking to go for a Drums of Endurance, as he has picked up the Bracer. I do think he wants to finish that one. And Queen of Pain, BKB is going to be her target. Does not want to be silenced. That is of course her main issue right now. If she is silenced, she's worth nothing. And with that Night Stalker there, he is always going to prioritize silencing her over everybody else, purely because she's the biggest threat with the magical damage coming out. You have the Night Stalker being Radar Night Stalker now picking up his Aghanim's, and that means that he sees everything everywhere, and he's just counter-warding everything now. This is a new ward just placed, and he's just roaming around, Nature's Prophet following him, and just making sure that all the wards are disappearing. 1 ward left for the dire side, that's this one, which has only been up for a short while as well, as you can see. But so far they are not counter-warding that just yet. For the Radiant team, we have got 1 ward up here, and that's it. But of course, I mean, with the Night Stalker, with the Radar Night Stalker, you already have so much map control that maybe they don't find it necessary to ward more, even though Dazzle is counter-warding still, or at least want to make sure that they see if someone's going through that. They need to start pushing soon too, because the longer they wait, the more powerful that Alchemist will become, and that will be not desirable at all. Acid Spray being put down, Chemical Rage already popped now, and they are going for the mid lane now. Middle tower, tier 3 tower, already getting harassed a lot. There's the silence, that Bounty Hunter gonna get picked up before the fight even starts. Blinding Light helping out with stun going off on the Sand King, but he has the Aegis, will be up again shortly. Queen of Pain blinking in, Sonic Grave Mechanism being used. There's the Shallow Grave as well, Burst Strike up on the Queen of Pain. Queen of Pain will be picked up there, Bounty Undying, another Burst Strike going through. We do have Nature's Prophet trying to TP out, will be able to do so. Alchemist though is chasing up on some target. His Chemical Rage has already ended, and he is just a normal Alchemist right now. Illuminate flying through, still Dazzle taking a lot of damage. There goes the wave again going through, healing him up slightly. Wants to take a round though. Keeper of Light still dying to the Night Stalker as we see a Burrow Strike Epicenter on the Alchemist. He was forced to buy back. They have now killed everybody of the Natural 9 team, and everybody of Duskbin has been able to get out in time, and we do see this tower gonna be picked off. Fortification still goes off. They want to try and save it. Do they have the power to do so? Telekinesis, Shuriken Toss, Dazzle stunning up, Ninja Boogie as well. Dazzle goes down. Alchemist picking up the kill. Not a Burst Strike. It's on 2. We do have the Rubik going down again. No real surprise there. We do have Alchemist picking up the Sand King though. His Radiance Aura helping out a lot there, as the same thing will happen to the Nature's Prophet and Ninja Boogie now on the run, and they are indeed fighting back, and they are succeeding as well. TP in again from the Nature's Prophet with the Night Stalker just running through the chemical rage. Through the spirit. And he will go down. There we go. Queen of Pain picking up the kill on the Night Stalker as Bounty Hunter still goes down to the Nature's Prophet. Buybacks all around though. It is not over. Far from over even. Queen of Pain taking a lot of damage. Will be blinking away from there. As we have Alchemist going down on the side to the Undying. Night Stalker is on his way back again as well. Bought back. They want to get this tower. They need to get this tower. They need to get this push. If they let Natural 9 have the time that they want after this push in, they will not be able to continue pushing. The tier 3 tower does drop and they land some harassment up on this barracks, but they need the creep wave and they don't have it right now. So backdoor protection is on. And we will see, whoa, Night Stalker, he's just going very aggressively into the base of Natural 9. Blinding Light hitting there again. More trails created. And now the backdoor protection is gone. Burrow Strike up on the Queen of Pain. Silence up as well. Queen of Pain pops her BKB. Blinks away now. Will be safe again. Illuminate to go through. More right clicks on these barracks who are still standing for now as a Tombstone is going to get aggressed. Will probably be going down in time, but might be too late. They focus on the Tombstone rather than focusing on stopping this attack from going, maybe. Mana leak up on Night Stalker, but yeah, you know, he doesn't want to leave. He wants to kill the barracks anyway. Right clicks don't hurt him. He gets the barracks. Shuriken toss to hit. They might actually think about backing up right now. Rubik will still probably go down. And there's another epicenter just to say how long this fight has been going on. 2 epicenters in one fight. That's the state of the game. Buyback from the Bounty Hunter. How many people do still have buybacks, really? Undying has buyback. Dazzle has buyback. And Dazzle's actually dead right now with Nature's Prophet TPing out in time. And now Undying, last one alive, will be able to get away. He's gonna try to TP out. There's nothing that can... Oh, actually... Oh... I was gonna say there's nothing that can stop him from TPing out apart from the Shuriken toss, but then the Shuriken toss came and he was out just in time. And that fight, like buyback on the Alchemists, buyback on the Nature's Prophet, buyback on the Night Stalker, buyback on the Sand King, buyback on the Bounty Hunter, and that is 3 buybacks for 3 buybacks on either team. With Night Stalker gonna kill off the Keeper of Light, or will he? Silence is already on there. Void in 1 second. Just needs vision. Gets it, and that's a kill. Of course, he has vision. It's nighttime, and he has got his egg in him, so he has vision all the time. No point trying to juke him. And yeah, I mean, Duskbin got exactly what they came for. Yes, they used a lot of resources, but that is exactly what they needed to do. Get the advantage on one lane. Now, though. They need to do the same thing again. Oh, Alchemist can TP away, no Burst Strike anymore. But they need to do the same thing again on a different lane. Get the barracks. Will they try going for it without the buybacks? That is the question. 2100 gold on the Sand King was of course going for a Sheepstick. They need something to deal with that Alchemist in case he gets too big. Alchemist is going for a Manta style by the looks of it. Picked up a Yasha. Undying in the meantime, going for a pipe. And the TP out from Queen of Pain is going to be in time. BKB activated even. Still. BKB already lost 2 charges. And only being used offensively so far. Of course it's good if it can stop you from dying. I mean, who am I to judge? But it's still not something that you really want to do. You want to be going aggressive with that. I mean, they have a lineup which kind of says that they should be aggressive. With the Bounty Hunter as well as with the Queen of Pain. Bounty Hunter though, hanging around here. And we do have more people from the Dark coming in here. Natural 9 wants to take them down. Undying pops up the Tombstone. Gonna get a track. Mechanism helps out. Look at the damage on the Bounty Hunter already. Night Stalker coming in from the side. Burrow Strike going through. But Sand King telekinesis, and it's Sand King that goes down just like the Queen of Pain does though. There is a grave up on the Undying, a bit too early, but it will still be enough. Rubik and Keeper of Light picked up by the Undying. Tombstone definitely helping out here. MVP 3-4-1. Keeper of the Light buys back, because in the meantime, Nature's Prophet. This is split push. Duskbin can do it. Duskbin has done it. Tier 3 tower goes down, and here comes Alchemist to stop it from happening again. Illuminate to go through as well, but we will be in time. And actually, right clicks to go. There's his Proud. Is there going to be more? No, there's not. Just harassment so far on the barracks. They're doing a lot though. Now they die. In the meantime, another split push. It is split push all over for Duskbin, and they will be able to get this tier 3 tower. I think fortification goes up there. Here comes the Alchemist as well as the Bounty Hunter, and they actually back off. But that also means the moment they back off, Nature's Prophet has been left alone again on that top lane, and this is something that they can just do. Duskbin can just force out the movement from Natural 9 and try to take advantage with that, with the split push. Bounty Hunter gonna find the Night Stalker, or sorry, gonna find the Nature's Prophet. Is he gonna be able to kill him off? Right clicks, tracks? Nah, he backs off again. And we do have the ultimate orb picked up by the Nature's Prophet. Actually, oh, that was weird sounds. Yeah, I do think it's gonna be a Scythe of Ice. It might still turn out to be a Sheever's Guard though. Like, if there's already a Scythe of Ice gonna be up on the Nature's Prophet, then Sheever's Guard might be worth it as well. Of course, Alchemist is a melee hero, and the Sheever's Guard is very active. Well, Sheever's Guard is very good against melee carries because they just get slowed and stuff. We have an invisibility on the Night Stalker. Let's see where it's gonna go with that. 2,800 gold upon him again. Curious to see what he wants to buy with that. Chemical Rage activated by Shaitan. Telekinesis up on the Nature's Prophet. Gonna drop him down towards the base of the dire side. Sprouts himself in though. Gonna try to TP out, but no, will be stopped, will be stunned. Shallow Grave upon there. Here comes the epicenter. Will be able to do something. Shaitan being turned into a chicken. That wasn't indeed a hex. Built up by the Sand King. Burrow Strike hits up on the Mantis Style Alchemist, who is really not taking any damage from that epicenter. Ninja Boogie trying to do what he can. Risk coming in as well, tracking up Ninja Boogie. There's another Shallow Grave. And there's a Burrow Strike again. Alchemist taking a lot of damage this time, more than before, with Ninja Boogie having to back out of there. One turnaround, 1 point will do the job though, and will get him as well. Buys back instantly. Needs to as well. In the meantime, of course, Rubik and Queen of Pain has dropped as well, and the silence goes up on the Bounty Hunter. And there's gonna be another Burrow Strike again as well, as the decay goes through and the Burrow Strike gets the kill. All chat going through. I was wondering what it just said. But yeah, that is again buyback from the Queen of Pain. Buybacks all around. I'm happy I have the buyback tab being up there. Undying. Gonna take a lot of harassment. Cheap up again on Shaitan, but I think Undying will pay for this with his life. He's not gonna be able to get away from this one. He doesn't have mana anymore, and the rest of his team totally abandoned him. And they did, I mean, they got a fight where they picked off everybody at least once, apart from the Keeper of the Light, I believe. And they got a buyback from the Alchemist, they got a buyback from the Queen of Pain. And they back off. They don't get a barracks or anything, but I guess the buybacks are worth it. If they go again within 5 minutes, then it's worth it. But Duskbin knows that they have to put on pressure. They have to kill the barracks now, because if they're waiting longer, then that Alchemist will get out of control. And yes, they have a sheep stick, and almost two, even with the Nature's Prophet building up one as well. But will it be enough? I am not sure. We have got actually the sheep stick already completed. There's another one. Nature's Prophet picking it up. And well, this is something that they definitely need. Roshan, but will they be able to get it? Night Stalker, of course, seeing that, of course, with his radar Night Stalker, he's able to see everybody. And do they back off? It looks like they do. And I think that Risk should have known that there was a gem up on the Night Stalker, unless they wanted to try and bait him out. Which might be the case. Hello, support Rubik, bye. Nature's Prophet picking up the kill. Rubik has now died 13 times in this game. In a 33-minute game. And Blink after from the Sand King wants to try to pick someone off. Not able to do it. Looks like we will see Duskbin picking up the Aegis here. There's really nothing Natural 9 can do now. And with that Aegis, I would not be surprised to see them instantly go continuing on to push down a lane again, or try to at least. They have got all mana, they have got all HP. And Sand King again picking up the Aegis. He's of course the initiator. He needs that Aegis. Especially if he has because he has a sheep stick. If he is able to blink Burrow Strike Epicenter and then he dies because of course he was the first one in there, and gets up again and can throw out a couple more Burrow Strikes and maybe even a couple of sheeps, then he is a very, very valuable person. And they are gonna go on the bottom lane to push in there. They still have a tier 3 tower standing there, though it's only on 500 HP. And I'm sorry about my voice, it's just starting to slack a bit or lack a bit. sucking voice. I don't know if that's possible. I don't know if you actually hear it, but I feel it, so meh. Probably need to make tea if there's gonna be a game number 3, which I believe, I mean, it looks strong for game number 3, but with an alchemist there, I cannot call it for certain, because we have seen this time upon time again, where there is a pushing lineup on one. We have got, by the way, a Godot being turned into a chicken, and that will be the Nature Prophet getting stunned up. We'll be going down here, but yeah, he tried to split push, didn't work out. But we have seen this time and time again, where there is a pushing lineup and a carry lineup, where the pushing lineup tries to get everything before the carry is big enough. And right now, I feel like the window is closing. Queen of Pain is still gonna go down here to the Night Stalker. Tower will drop as well. Here comes the Alchemist again, though, landing a stun. The Chemical Rage up. That's a spray as well. He still has a man style. If he wants a puppet looking for a target, there is the weave from the Dazzle helping out. Shuriken toss on the Sand King. Sand King taking a lot of damage. Still has the Aegis, though. Buybacks from the Bounty Hunter. Buyback from the Nature's Prophet. There goes the Aegis. And will there be more? I mean, Shaitan is just starting to hit him and stuff, but his Chemical Rage almost ending. It will be Dazzle that still goes down to the Rubik, and now he backs off again. Chemical Rage has ended. Blinding Light helps out, but the Void is still there to take care of the Alchemist, who this time should be able to buy back. No, he has 30-second cooldown on the buyback, and the barracks will drop. And this might actually be GG. First strike goes through, it's on the Keeper of Light, who's already set an Illuminate, but there will be kill still. Sand King picking it up, Epicenter being used. Rubik going down for the 14th time this game. And the GG gets called by Natural 9, which will mean that we will have a game number 3 between Natural 9 and Duskbin. And hopefully for us, it will be just as an aggressive game as we saw this game be. It was, I mean... yeah, it was a very aggressive game. Both lineups being built for mid-game, and apart from the Alchemist, of course, Natural 9 not able to do anything with that. And they just did not get enough time to farm up their Shaitan. And the Shaitan now farmed up. It just wasn't fast enough to deal with the amount of damage and push that Duskbin has been able to throw out. And of course, I have to say, a Rubik dying 14 times really doesn't help. It feeds gold to your opponent. So yeah, but yeah, let's see how it's gonna be in game number 3. This was game number 2 of the Gigabyte Esports tournament, to decide which one of these two teams is gonna go on to the semi-finals of the single elimination bracket. And we'll start again shortly. Stay tuned for game number 3 coming up. Oh, and my name is Sheever. I'm a Ghost of Gamers caster. Subscribe to my YouTube. That's the way to support me. YouTube.com/SheeverGaming. Really appreciate it. Thank you, and be right back.